Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the official gaming empire and Ep4 Sundays. This is already the fourth episode, and today we're going to discuss the map design and how to work on your awareness and familiarity with the maps, actually. Now, the maps in Uncharted 4, I feel they are well designed. Multiple levels where you can place yourself, like very high, below certain people. Now, the rope swing is of course a new mechanic
Why did you even bother?
that wasn't there in the maps of Uncharted 2 and 3. So we've seen in Uncharted 3 actually that they've added the Uncharted 2 maps. Now to add the Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 maps to Uncharted 4 might be a little bit more difficult because there aren't any swing mechanics in those maps. So they might have to change those maps a little bit if they want to do that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about inclusion of maps of previous games. Now, as I said, the design in Uncharted 4 of the maps is really great. And to get familiar with the maps is really important. You have to know where everything is, right? Just in general, but as well, where do I take cover? Where can my enemy take cover? Where can I go to? That's a little bit more advanced, and that's something you learn in time, alright? You get to know the map just by playing the game. You don't have to worry about that at all. It's like every new player fears. Yeah, I'm gonna play a new game, but all these people, they are way more experienced than me. God damn it, what now? They all know the map. Please. Don't worry, you'll get to know the map. For me as well, there are maps that I know really well. Like Island, Auction House. But there are maps that I'm not so familiar with, like Madagascar. Now, a lot of kills being made over here, my team and I. But here I die. Oh, typical. So yeah, design really well. Your awareness, that's what I now want to talk about next. You get to know the map just by playing the game, that's alright. But what you don't necessarily do is be aware of everything that plays off in that map. Look at your enemies, look at your allies. By doing so, you will notice what to plan next. Because when you're new to a map, you'll sometimes often run in circles, not really knowing where to go. And if you play the game a lot, but you aren't aware of things, you will still run in circles, clueless of what to do. And this is not just about solving your cluelessness, but as well as helping your team and helping yourself. So I see my teammates here are in a bit of a situation. It's a little bit of a standoff, so I take the initiative to go for a flanking maneuver. Seems another guy had the same idea as well, and yeah, I get wrecked. This can happen. This can happen, always. But the thing is, I plan to do a risky move actually, a flank, on my own. Normally I would suggest like 2 people to do this, because you're always stronger the many you are. Especially in Uncharted 4 with the reviving system. But here I do it again. They're pretty much in the same situation, and I take an alternate route. I also see that a buddy of ours on the minimap, I see he's going in their back, right? So people are going to run away if they don't feel sure enough, right? So they're coming my way. Now this sidekick is giving away my position. This noob runs in. I know I have the perfect place to start blind firing, so I do so. Meanwhile, on my right side, Pressure is still being applied by my allies. I don't know who they're shooting at the moment, because they're not shooting back the opponent. But still, more people are coming from the same area.
Enjoying yourself? Did you think I came unprepared?
Alright, it seems now that area is pretty much cleared, besides of the brute and maybe one opponent. How do I know this? Because my allies came from that place. That means it's safe. Where your allies are, it's usually safe. Now, you don't just see this just by looking at the map. No, you also see it on the line by looking at the lines of fire. I see the fire. I say, the enemies must be on the other side. Even, let's say, you come out of a corridor and you see your allies fire towards a particular place. 9 out of 10 times, the opponents are where your ally is firing at. Unless you're dealing with the noob. That would be a little bit saddening. But now let's see how this unfolds, and I'll just talk about where awareness is key and where not. Actually, awareness is always key. But let's see where the situations are very obvious, where I completely use looking at the map. Because actually, you have to base all your decisions, well, let's say most of your decisions, based on what your allies are doing, and what your opponents are doing, and how they are likely going to move next. Predictions. And that all based of your map and general awareness. I don't attack the brute, which is strange. Could have dragged him down pretty easily there. It's actually really hard really hard and easy at the same time to talk about map awareness, because it's such a key thing to do actually, but it's also so important. It's easy on one side, but it's also easily neglected by newer players, mostly. Now the whole mini-map awareness, let's say, is new for every Uncharted player actually, because we didn't have that, and then your map awareness or your general awareness was just based of what you see, line of fires, predictions, you know.
Your pain has just begun. You failed to impress me.
Map awareness is not just good for you know, getting KOs, flanking when necessary, but as well for reviving. So I couldn't get to my pal there in time actually, because the opponents had it really well blocked. Now to newer players, I'd say work on your map awareness, on your general awareness also, just awareness, you know. Learn how to predict other people's movement. Learn how you can flank. Learn to avoid flanks, just by also looking at the opponent's movement. Be aware where you can revive. Be aware which are weakish targets on the map. If you just see, let's say the staff is active and you see one person alone, that's a weakish target.
Why did you even bother?
If you fancy yourself better, or you can just use a grenade, challenge him, just go in.
You're down one. Your problems multiply.
And of course, if you aren't good at all the things I just said, but you're still working on your awareness, it's still key to do that, because you can avoid unnecessary deaths. And then you help out your own ratio, and the team by not dying. So I guess staying with your team, if you're a new player and not very sure of yourself actually, which is very understandable, stay with your team and look at the map, try to work the map out and avoid unnecessary deaths. Try to revive your teammates, help out where you can. Even with more experienced players, this is sometimes an issue, which is yeah, pretty sad. All right, now I've talked a lot during the previous deathmatch, which is pretty much a shame. I'd like to commentate more and discuss less actually. Just yeah, just commentate. So I'm going to do this now and point out the things I just said where possible in this deathmatch. I could do that every match actually. Talk about the awareness and where to use it. That's usually also a big deal of the commentating I do. When playing U3s, well, while recording U3 Sundays, that's like half the things I do. Talk about what I do, why I do it, and how I do it. And awareness is part of that. Right. This is also a key moment that shows of awareness. I see where he is, I see his surroundings, there's a wall and a roof, and I throw the grenade against the structure, so it bounces exactly where it needs to be to take him out. This guy did the exact same thing. I still rolled away, but the grenade was well placed, and there's not really much that I could do there. Ah, that's really sad. Oh, and I get demolished. I get punished. If it only would catch. He's already dead. Still throwing a mid pack. I like the gesture. I like it, man.
Still got plenty of fight left in me.
Tries to revive me when I'm already KO'd. That's fine. Alright, the opponent here, his map awareness wasn't that good.
Glad to pitch in. Like that.
Where you go?
Just doing my part.
See, there are these indoor parts in the pirate colony over here, and well, blind firing is usually good in indoor parts. Sometimes I'm afraid that
Have a little of this.
in a lot of indoor parts,
Bring it on.
blind fire is actually too good. Because there are a lot of small indoor parts, if you know what I mean.
Allow me to take my revenge.
Right, we can't really get to that revive, but now we can, because the opponent obviously neglected all of our allies. He just ran straight by them, which allowed my team to revive that guy. Which is pretty strange. I don't know whether that was bad awareness by both teams or just by the opponent's team. Right, silent moment. I actually purchased the staff because it was too silent. Still gonna use it. It's really great. So 3 enemies on our right, 2 enemies on our left. Alright, just noticed the guy upstairs. Used the ceiling over there, but didn't really work out. There we go. Yeah, and I get killed. By the stoner.
If at first you don't succeed,
Try again. If at first you feel you don't know the map, try out the map again. And again and again, guys. Oh.
catch this!
Wow, bad awareness on my part. He's right behind me at the moment. Wow. He was just sitting behind cover over there. So yeah. Accidents can always happen. Yeah, we're just taking out that brute because we're not being challenged by my opponents when we were doing that. Now they came around, wasted some valuable time protecting their brute actually. I feel like if at least one person would have tried to defend the brute, would have gone much better their flank.
Have a little of this.
Alright guys, when throwing grenades, it's not always about hitting or killing them with it. It's also about zoning. Wow. The MP letting me down.
I got put down.
Alright, it's a mystery how he killed me, but
You got here just in time. You want me to stop? I'm not gonna stop.
it's quite a clusterfuck area, isn't it? It's pretty hard to get out of. Oh, that stoner man. It's actually a match from my earlier Uncharted 4 days. Well, because of my busy period, let's say, with exams, I couldn't get the latest content out. So I used an older match, which is alright. There we go. I saw my allies being in trouble from one side, decided to flank from the other side, putting down the staff, preventing me from getting ambushed as well.
Throw you into the mix.
Now we all know that all the opponents... Oh, look at this. Heaven. That all our opponents are right in front of us. So I'm waiting for my team at the moment, actually. Seems they are going to follow me instead of running straight. A hit, but okay.
I'm running the table.
This is also good when you and your team are challenging the same area of the map. It's good to split up, but without voice communication, this is sometimes pretty hard to do. So then it's just good to, if your team decides to follow you, you want to split up, but your team follows you, it's still okay. You change area of attack, change it. Opponent doesn't always expect it. Still aiming, trying to contest that same area. You know where they are, but they don't always know where you are.
What's the winner? Always a winner. End of the road, pal.
Have some ammo.
It's not always about what you see, it's also about what you hear. You could just hear a missile being active. Gunshots. Oh, am I back? Yeah. Gunshots, you can also hear that. It's not that important now as it used to be.
Thanks.
Because we got them. got the minimap now. But it's just good to keep your hearing active as well. Right, 2 kills left from winning. 1 kill left from winning. So they're more in the middle actually. I think contesting my my allies over there. So I'm actually going around, but would have expected them to kill someone by now, but apparently not. These were, for example, zone grenades, which I would think would do more damage, but apparently not. There we go, guys. Was the second match. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.